I can clearly see it in the people who are practicing it, who are seriously practicing it. So most of the people who do it well are actually very quiet and humble. Kung Fu gave that skill set.
Fighting is not the only lesson in Wushu. It's a refinement of moral character. It enforces moral fiber, which is the quality of being determined to do what you think is right. පුද්ගලයාගේ තුළ වූ ආත්ම අභිමානය, ආත්ම ගරුත්වය, ආත්ම දමනය, ස්වයං පාලනය, විනයගරුක බව සහ වගකීම් සහගත බව යන මෙම ගුණාංගයන් වලින් පිරිපුන් වූ සදාචාරාත්මක ස්වභාවයක් ගොඩනගයි.
මගේ ක්‍රීඩා ජීවිතේ වෙනසක් කරපු ගුරුතුමා තමයි මාස්ටර් වොන්චුානි. චීනයේ හර්ෆේ නගරේ ලින්හු කියන ගමේ තමයි වොන්චුානි මාස්ටර්ගේ හායිදෙන් වූෂු ජිම්නාසියම් එක පිහිටලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි 2000 වසරේදී මාත් සමග කණ්ඩායමක් මාස 3ක පුහුණුවක් ලැබලා අවසානයේ තමයි අපි දැනගත්තේ අපි නිවැරදි වූෂු වලට කොහොමද ගමන් කරන්නේ. ක්‍රීඩාවකට ළමයි යොමු කරගෙන ඒ ළමයින්ව ඉදිරියට ගේන්නේ කොහොමද කියන මූලික පදනම වැටුනේ ඒ මාස 3ේදී. ඒ ගැන මම අවංකවම සතුටු වෙනවා. මාත් එක්ක ඒ වෙලාවේ සහභාගී වුණු කණ්ඩායමත් අපි හොඳ මට්ටමක පුහුණුවක් ලැබලා අපි ලංකාවට ඇවිල්ලා අපි එතන ඉඳන් දිගටම අපේ උත්සාහය වූෂු ක්‍රීඩාව දියුණු කරන්න. මම ක්‍රීඩාවට 1984 දී ශ්‍රී ලංකා බ්ලැක් ඩ්‍රැගන් චයිනීස් කුන්ෆු කියන සංගමයෙන් හරහා තමයි මම මේ ක්‍රීඩාවට යොමු වුණේ. ඇත්තටම ඒ කාලේදී අපි ඉගෙනගත්ත දේවල් සහ දැන් පවතින වූෂු කියන ක්‍රීඩාවත් අතර බොහෝ වෙනස්කම් තිබුණා. අපි එතනින් පටන් අරගෙන නිවැරදි මාවත දක්වා දැන් ගමන් කරලා තියෙනවා. වූෂු කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? හඳුනා ගන්න ගුරුවරු ලාංකික වශයෙන් හිටපු ගුරුවරු චීනයේ අපිට ගුරුහරුකම් දුන්න මාස්ටර් වොන්චුානි ඇතුළු එතකොට ප්‍රොෆෙසර් වොන්ජුන්ෆා ඒ වගේ හොඳ ගුරුවරුන්ගෙන් අපි ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන ගොඩක් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. අපේ අවසානයක් නැහැ ක්‍රීඩාව ඉගෙන ගැනීම. අපි හැම වෙලාවෙම ඉගෙන ගන්න දෙයට වැඩිය ගොඩාක් දේවල් අපිට ඉස්සරහට ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ අපිට අපේ ජීවිත කාලයේදීම ඉගෙන ගන්න දේවල් තියෙනවා. වූෂු කියන්නේ එවැනි ක්‍රීඩාවක්. හොඳ ආත්ම ශක්තියක් සමාජයට හොඳ විනයගරුක ළමයි බිහි කරන්න මේ ක්‍රීඩාව ඉතාම කාලෝචිතයි කියලා මම විශ්වාස කරනවා.
an art of serenity, a lifelong love of learning, a comprehensive form of culture of the human body. You can unleash the secret to the power within you. Let's build a strong and unified society of humanity for the betterment of all mankind by becoming a Wushu player.
In 2018, I came up with a concept called Living on the Edge, where we bring in children and give them an opportunity to show their skills with regard to their sports. It may be basketball, swimming, karate. And as time went by, I thought that Living on the Edge should be done with the purpose that a child should have an addiction towards a sport. That was the clean idea about it. And for a long time, I've been working with youth temperance organizations, and it's a big problem in Sri Lanka because drugs is everywhere. It's not a big thing anymore because it's so common to everyone. It's everywhere. It's around the world. And the little children, finding a drug is not that hard for them anymore. It comes through the society, it comes through the school, it comes through your ice cream, it comes through your data card. It's a new digital drug. The kid goes to the communication and buys about 7,000, 8,000 rupees worth of data cards. And that's a new drug, it's a digital drug. So these kind of addictions comes only because they really do not have any other place to hold on to. And that's where the sport matters for children. What I feel is that when I came to Lilin Sports Academy and met Lil Dharmapriya sir, our thoughts actually really went along with each other. And we thought to ourselves that we should spread this word about Living on the Edge and do a version on Wushu right after I did the swimming version of it. And the thought came into my mind, okay, need to practice for this. Need to get all the kids who's working together with Lil Dharmapriya sir and show their skills through Wushu that will impact the entire nation of Sri Lanka at a deeper level, with a lot of meditation, with a lot of courage, strength, undying faith. All these things comes within Wushu. That's what I learned. For the last 7 months, I've been working with Sir Lil, and the way, the methods that we use is actually, it calms your mind. Even at the moments that you feel like, punching someone's face for what they have done to you, for what they have said to you, you have to have a clear mind, not to be arrogant, not to be frustrated or furious about it, but just have a calm, peaceful mind, smile, and avoid a fight. That's what I believe what Wushu is really about. It's all about knowing how to kill and deciding not to kill, but to defend another person. Defend the inferior, defend yourself, defend your family, but not to raise a single finger to harm another person. That's what Wushu is all about. Having the most amazing power, the universal power within you that you can explode into pieces with everything around you, but yet you do not use that power. You use it to create peace within yourself and within the rest of the people who's residing with you. The extraordinary friendship which was built between me and Lil Dharmapriya sir began in 2021 when we were about to do the Olympic production, Olympic song. And Lil Dharmapriya sir was very kind and down to earth. I actually came with the fear that whether I would be able to actually afford this fee. It's a big problem for me, finding a little bit of bucks to come and practice here. But for my amazement, he came and kept a chair in front of me and asked me to sit, gave me a bit of plain tea to drink and talk, and we spoke to each other for about 2 hours about life, about Wushu. And he was the person who actually gave me the concept, Mario, can't we do a song where children comes in throwing away all their phones and all those stuff and do a sport? That's how we started off the Olympic song. because I was inspired with those words that he told me. And mind you, he's 53 years old. If I'm not mistaken, he's 54. And yet he looks so young. He sometimes challenges us, let's do 100 dips, let's do 100 stomachs. I bet you cannot beat me. He does that to us. And the good point is that he makes sure that he will keep his promise of beating us and keeping that benchmark that we cannot cross, but we must cross when we reach his age. That's what inspires me when I look at Lil Sir, the way he kicks. It's perfect. It's very hard to find another teacher who can teach you the exact theory, exact mechanism of a sport in his age. If he's senior, some person might not be able to throw a punch as fast as a kid. Bimsat is a wonderful boxer, Yashin. But would the coach will be able to throw the same punches as youthful as Bimsat is? And that's the question. And would we be able to do the same thing when we reach about 50, 60 years? Who knows? We might have big bellies, we might have, swollen arms and all injuries on our shoulders because we are doing a lot of weights and taking so much of supplements. That's a trend today. But he teaches us to have the mind spirit of bearing pain with a smile. That's what Wushu is all about. And I wish and I pray that Sri Lankans must know what Wushu is, what it's meant for, and what it can do to the future society of Sri Lanka, because it's a very big problem, because I have a big problem with people who are spreading the vibe of drugs using society. It needs to stop. But we need to have an outlined method to pull our next generation out of it. And this is the addiction that I'm telling you, you must convince your child to think about. Not a phone, not a drug, definitely not a digital drug, but a sport like Wushu. And it will save you with your entire nation that you're walking towards the future with.
I commenced Wushu when I was around 11 to 12 years, and it brings back wonderful memories to me. And I'm happy to say my son also commenced doing Wushu almost at the same time. At that time, this was known as Kung Fu, and there was a lovely TV series that went on Kung Fu, and it was about the grasshopper. It was about a very small orphan Chinese boy who was abandoned, who became a monk, and then how he progressed in learning and progressing in his quest on martial arts. So when I was that age, I was very small compared to my class friends. I was weak. I was also sick in the sense I was not a strong person. All my friends were much stronger in the sports that they did, and I never thought that I could pursue or fulfill a certain sports category. But with focus and discipline over the years, I was able to take part in the 1994 National Wushu Championships, and I was able to get a very good result. And I was amazed when I look back, because over the years, from 12 years going up to 19 years, as Lil Master explained to you all, we worked like a family, and it was a wonderful journey. I got to learn. When you look at the younger generation, and it's again a learning experience from me, the discipline that we touched, the self-confidence, the motivation, the good health. A lot of people are talking about why Wushu, and I think Lil Master touched it. And I think it's not about ego, People can say that is better than this is better than that. It's up to the individual. If you love your sport, actually, I fell in love with Wushu. I fell in love with Kung Fu, and it was my first love in the sense, because it was so much of effort. We used to practice probably 3-4 hours a day. You know, we were very naughty when we were young. But because of what we studied and what we practiced, I mean, I can always be honest, I was not into any type of smoking or alcohol because of this. So, it's subjective again. But if you take certain type of sports, right, I won't mention individuals, but let's take cricket. What has happened? Some great players, what has happened to them? They didn't achieve it purely due to lack of discipline. They are extremely talented. So, one of the things that I expect Wushu or Kung Fu to come to our children is discipline and kindness, self-confidence. And when I talk to my children, and I have my nephews and my son also practicing, number one thing is I want them to be protected from bullies. We were in school and we know how people would try to bully you, right? And I teach them, what is it? The very basic things. Let's say someone comes trying to grab your throat or trying to attack you. What do? First you block yourself. If you want, you attack, or you turn and you run. You need to protect yourself. And the other one is self-confidence. I think through Kung Fu, we came to a point where we were able to always put our hand up for things that were very challenging. And I go to the corporate environment. In the corporate environment, the work and the challenges are so high that people get very much stressed. But we tend to put our hands up and take opportunities. I want to cover a little bit around mental health. A lot of people talk of physical health. There can be people with six packs and bulging muscles, but sadly their mental health is not what the society needs. And when we practiced Kung Fu, right, we have learned certain social skills that you will never learn even in the best universities in the world. As Leel sir said, when in the late 80s, when we were doing Kung Fu, not all of us had the same income levels. We learned to share a cup of plain tea. And we would practice 5 hours and only have a loaf of bread and 250 grams of sugar. That's all. And we would split it with 6 people. And again we would practice. So that brought a sense of sharing and caring. That I think that is sad to say, not many people are exposed to that. And it's because of the environment. It's not that the children are selfish, but we come back to child psychology. And the fact that Wushu, when you do Wushu and Kung Fu, you know a person can't hurt you. You don't want to hurt that person. If you are negotiating or you are talking, you can still be very calm and quiet and present yourself. That confidence is something that I would like our children to have. And I'm going to pause because a lot of people think Wushu and Kung Fu is for Buddhist only. So I want to talk about diversity. In my son's Kung Fu class, there are girls, there are boys. We don't know what race or what religion they are. And we have a nice combination of different religions, boys, girls, all practicing as one class. Now that is what we want Sri Lanka to be, wouldn't we? So that as one nation we can grow. So I think that's a good thing that I learned from our Kung Fu class. You know, we never thought that this is from that race or this religion. No. And the girls are doing better than the boys. I'm so happy to see. I was telling Leel Master just last day, there was a girl who did a super barrow cartwheel. Right? And this is talent. And the boys are looking and saying, wow, this girl is very talented. And she is telling them, this is how you do it. I told my son, go, look at that Akki, learn from that Akki. And he learned from that Akki. Now that's diversity. That's a good thing. We want our children to be good human beings. Singaleng කියනවා නම් පූර්ණ අධ්‍යාපනයක්. Just because you have good results doesn't make you a good person. And the best CEOs are not the people who got the best results at their exams. That is because they have emotional intelligence. They can relate to other people. So Wushu and Kung Fu gave that skill set. And I can clearly see it in the people who are practicing it, who are seriously practicing it. Most of the people who do it well are actually very quiet and humble, just like our Lil Master. He's a very humble person. But he has instilled and brought some great values to Wushu. And if you see the products, I mean, I'm happy that Eranga is here. He has gone for international tournaments, won gold medals for the country. Likewise, we have some great products coming out of who learned from Lil Master. So I'd like to introduce you to my son who's behind, Shenuka, and my two nephews. For me, one of the things that I can give to them for their entire life is Kung Fu, the discipline and the art of Kung Fu. I want them to be able to protect themselves, protect the loved ones, and also to be healthy, as Lil Master said, way into their age. At this young age, you can be good fighters, you can be good in your techniques, but remember, you can practice your Wushu way into your 70s, 80s and 90s. It's very important for self-defense, it's very important for society, it's important for child psychology to be a better human being and to help people. Wushu demonstrates and brings in all what the religions say. Do good, don't do any harm. Help the people you can and make society a beautiful place. And while do that, you're enjoying and you're healthy. So that's my word out there to your parents. Don't feel scared about sending your child. Wushu, Kung Fu is a philosophy, it's a way of life. Anyone can do it at any place. And I sincerely hope Sri Lanka will take Wushu to the next level because we have so much talented people. So all the best. Thank you.
Traditional Wushu's values align with those of promoting social cohesion, cultural and educational values, development of healthy lifestyles and habits.
අපි ක්‍රීඩාව තුලින් අරගන්න ඕනේ ජයග්‍රහණ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. අපි ක්‍රීඩාව තුලින් අපේ නිර්හංකාරකම, අන්‍යයන්ට ගරු කිරීම, එවැනි හොඳ ගුණාංග, සමාජයේ පවතින විසමාචාර දේවල්, මද්ද්‍රව්‍ය, දුම්වැටි, ඒ දේවල් වලින් අපි ගොඩක් ආරක්ෂා වෙනවා. මොකද අපි ආදරය කරන්නේ ක්‍රීඩාවට. අපි කරන ක්‍රීඩාව නිසා අපි ක්‍රීඩාවට හානියක් කරන්න කැමති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. කෑම් බීම් ගනිද්දී ප්ලේන් ටිකක් බොද්දී අපි ඔක්කොම කොයි වෙලාවකවත් ක්‍රීඩාවට හානියක් වෙන දෙයක් කළේ නැහැ. ඒ ගුණාංගය ක්‍රීඩාවට අපි දක්වන ආදරය හින්දා තමයි අපි ඒවා පිළිපැද්දේ. ඒක ලැබුණේ මේ ක්‍රීඩාව හින්දා කියන එක මට ඉතාම සතුටින් කියන්න පුළුවන්. මම උගන්වන ළමයින්ට සෑම වෙලාවකම මම කියනවා අනුන්ගේ වැරද්ද හොයන්න එපා. තමන්ගේ වැරද්ද හොයාගන්න. අද සමාජයේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ළමේ දකින්නේම අනිත් එක්කෙනාගේ වැරද්ද. මොකද ඒක එන්නේ තමන්ගේ නිවස තුලින්. නිවසේ කතා බහ කරන දේවල් වලින් තමයි ළමයි හුරු වෙන්නේ. මට පුළුවන් හැම වෙලාවෙම මම ළමයින්ව යොමු කරන්නේ තමන්ගේ වැරද්ද හොයන්න. තමන් කරන ඉරියව්ව, තමන් කරන පහර දීම, තමන්ගේ ඉලක්කය අපි කොතනටද යා යුත්තේ. අපි එවැනි ක්‍රීඩාවක් තමයි අපි කරන්නේ. අපේ හැඟීම් අනිත් එක්කෙනාව තලා පෙළලා දාන්න නෙමෙයි. අපේ ආසාව ප්‍රතිවාදියාව අතපය කළා දාන්න නෙමෙයි. අපේ හැකියාවන් වර්ධනය කරගන්න. වූෂු කියන්නේ ක්‍රීඩාවක්. යමෙකුට ඒක සටන් ක්‍රමයක්. යමෙකුට ඒක භාවනාවක්. තවත් එක්කෙනෙකුට ඒක ශාරීරික යෝග්‍යතාවය පවත්වාගෙන යාමට ගන්න ක්‍රීඩාවක්. ඒක භාවිතා කරන එක්කෙනා අනුව තමයි ක්‍රීඩාවේ හොඳ නරක තියෙන්නේ. සමහරක් කෙනෙක් හිතන්න පුළුවන් ඇයි අපි වූෂුම ක්‍රීඩාව ගැන විශේෂයෙන් කතා කරන්නේ. ඇයි අනිත් ක්‍රීඩා වලින් ඒ දේ වෙන්නේ නැද්ද? නෑ. මොකද අනිත් ක්‍රීඩා එක කාලයකදී තමන්ගේ තාරුණ්‍ය කාලෙදි විතරයි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ගොඩක් තියෙන ක්‍රීඩාවල් තමන්ගේ ජවාදිකකම තියෙන කාලේ විතරයි කරන්නේ. හැබැයි වූෂු එහෙම නැහැ. පොඩි කෙනෙක් තරුණයෙක් වෙනකොට එයා අවුරුදු 40 50 70 ඔය හැම වයස් මට්ටමකටම මේ වූෂු ක්‍රීඩාව කරන්න පුළුවන්. තවත් එක්කෙනෙකුට අවශ්‍ය නම් වූෂු වල තියෙන අභ්‍යන්තරික හා මානසික ශක්තිය වර්ධනය කරගන්න චයිනීස් හෙල් චීගොන් ඒ මාර්ගයට යන්න පුළුවන්. තරුණයන්ට අවශ්‍ය නම් වූෂු වල තියෙන ද්වන්ද සටන් ෂන්ෂු ඒ මාර්ගය තෝරගන්න පුළුවන්. තවත් සමහරෙක් හිතන්න පුළුවන් මට අවශ්‍යයි මගේ සාමකාමීත්වය මගේ නිරෝගීකම රැකගන්න තාජිචුවාන් කියන ඉවෙන්ට් එක කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක තමයි වූෂු වල තියෙන වෙනස. මගෙන් ගොඩක් අය අහනවා කරාටිද වූෂුද ටයිකොන්ඩෝද බොක්සිං විවිධ වූ මාෂල් ආර්ට්ස් වලින් කෝකද හොඳ? ඇත්තටම මට දෙන්න තියෙන එක උත්තරයයි. මේ එක ක්‍රීඩාවක්වත් එකිනෙකට පහත් එකිනෙකට උසස් නැහැ. අපි නගින්නේ කන්දක් නම් විවිධ වූ පාරවල් තියෙන කන්ද උඩට යන්න. සමහරක් පාරවල් ගිරිදුර්ග, සමහරක් පාරවල් ලේසි. හැබැයි අපි ඔක්කොම යන්නේ කන්ද උඩට. අපි ඔක්කොම යන්නේ එක තැනකට. අපේ මානසික නිදහස සොයාගෙන. මේ ක්‍රීඩාවේ අපි පටන් ගත්තට ගහගන්න, පටන් ගත්තට වෙන ඉරියව් වලින්. හැබැයි මේකේ ජයග්‍රහණ ලබාගෙන අපි අවසානයේ එන්නේ කොතනටද? තෘප්තිමත් වීම. ඒ අපේ මානසික නිදහසට. ඒක තමයි එන්ඩ් එක. මම උත්සාහ කරන්නේ මම උගන්වන හැම එක්කෙනාට එතනට යවන්න. අපි උත්සාහ කරන දේ තමයි ළමයෙකු නිවැරදි මාර්ගයට කොහොමද ගන්නේ. අද පවතින තත්ත්වය අනුව ළමයින් ක්‍රීඩාවට යොමු වෙලා අඩුයි. මොකද ෆෝන් එකක් අරගෙන ගේම් එකක් ගගා ඉන්න. ළමයි හිතනවා ගේම් එක තමයි ලෝකේ කියලා. හැබැයි ළමයි ලෙඩ්ඩු වෙනවා. මොකද එක තැන ඉඳගෙන ඔබනවා. ක්‍රියාකාරකම් නැහැ. ළමයි කොන් වෙනවා. යාලා දෙමව්පියන්ගෙන් අයින් වෙනවා. තමන්ගේ යහළුවන්ගෙන් අයින් වෙනවා. ඒ ගේම් ගහන කට්ටියක් එක්ක විතරක් එයාලා සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා. ඒ තුලින් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? අපේ අනාගතයේ ඉන්න ළමයි ලෙඩ්ඩු වෙනවා. ඕකද අපිට අවශ්‍ය. කනගාටුවට කරුණ තමයි මේ පිළිබඳව අපේ සමාජය නිසි අයුරින් සොයා බලලා ඒකට අවශ්‍ය කරන පිළියම නොකිරීම. මොකද්ද? ක්‍රීඩාවන් සඳහා ළමයින්ව යොමු කිරීම. මම කියන්නේ නැහැ වූෂුම කරන්න කියලා. මං කියන්නේ ළමයින්ව ක්‍රීඩාවල් වලට යොමු කරන්න. ජවන හා පිටියට යන්න දක්ෂ ළමයා වූෂු වල දක්ෂ නැහැ. හැබැයි වූෂු වලින් දක්ෂ ළමයා හොයාගත්තොත් ඒ වූෂු වලට අවශ්‍ය කරන ශක්තිය ඒ ළමයින් තුලින් හොයාගත්තොත් ඒක හරිම වටිනවා. ලෝකේ දිනන්න ළමයින්ට හොඳ මාවතක් වූෂු කියන ක්‍රීඩාව තුල තියෙනවා. අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේ තමයි මේ මාර්ගයට පෙන්වන එක. දෙමව්පියන්ගේ යුතුයකම තමයි මේ මාර්ගයට ළමයින්ව යොමු කරන එක. ඒ තුලින් ඒ ළමයාට තමන්ගේ නිවැරදි මාර්ගය සොයා ගැනීමට හැකි වෙනවා.
my game, freedom is my name. I'm not a liar, could take a form of a tiger. Wushu is the game, you'll never be the same. Set yourself on fire like a Shaolin warrior.
Channeling on my mind,
Shaolin warrior.
stand up for what's right.
Shaolin warrior.
It's the outcome of the fight.
Shaolin warrior.
Protect the weak, keep them alright.
Freedom, gotta get myself some power, gotta get myself some glory. Yeah, glory is what I want. Power, gotta get myself some glory, gotta get myself some freedom. Yeah, freedom is what I want. Glory, gotta get myself some freedom, gotta get myself some power. Yeah, power is what I want. Freedom, power, glory. Cause it's what I wanna do. Tiger, snake, crane, leopard, dragon. Don't ever mess with the fist that is made of fire. through the night, been for a change, straight from the cup of life. This world will pick you up and throw you down. Cry like a babe, asking for help, won't save your life now, turn around. Stand up with might and face that last fight. Life is down, rip is down, counting down the final seconds for your defeat. Knock him out with a 1-inch punch, pushing 5, 10, 15. Lead away. Gotta get myself some power, gotta get myself some glory. Yeah, glory is what I want. Power, gotta get myself some glory, gotta get myself some freedom. Yeah, freedom is what I want. Glory, gotta get myself some freedom, gotta get myself some power. Yeah, power is what I want. Freedom, power, glory. Kung Fu is what I wanna do. Tiger, snake, crane, leopard, dragon. Don't ever mess with the fish that is made of iron. Fighting through the day, through the night. Been for a change, straight from the cup of life.
Let the soul and the spirit of God flow through this liberation right off from this track. And hit you straight in your feelings, make you feel like the realest and illest. Fight is the fierce, the underdog in the bar, but spark humble your feelings. This is the beauty of music, we make you feel things you use it. Realize your potential, realize your power, then use it to put the youth in hysterics. Living all in amusement, ain't no luck in this moment, just disappointment. Stay prudent, whether it's Wushu or music, you put your life into it till every bone in your body collapse. Crush the fluid till the spinal fluid in your body guts right up through it. You better fight, rock the world, take a bite right through it. Yeah. The rise up in them hours, find my and get devour. Stand up for strength, don't cower, cower.
Glory.
And goes me with the power to make this flow speak to those of y'all behind the screen. You can feel the power of glory.
Glory.
Let it flow in like petroleum, as a burn stream. Let those feel real closely. You can feel the power of glory.
Freedom,
Freedom,
power,
power,
glory.
glory.
Kung Fu is what I wanna do.